What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Mathis Real Estate Group Show. Today is market update day for March of 2020. Now, I know these market updates are going to start getting kind of gnarly as we go throughout the rest of this year, especially as basically for the month of April, we've been shut down. So what is that going to look like? Well, we're going to dig into that in a little bit, and we'll talk about that towards the end of this video, as well as give you guys some updates on additional things we're doing to kind of see around the curve going forward. But for right now, let's talk March of 2020. And overall, the market didn't see a big hit. Now, the reason that is because things that happen in the current month typically are set up 30 to 60 days in advance. For example, if you go to put your home on the market, it can take 30 to 60 days to get it prepped, get all the deferred maintenance that may or may not have happened done on the home so that we can get it on the market. So there's a little bit of a lag of time overall. So let's just go ahead and get into the numbers. And you know how we do this at this point. We start with the triangle, and then we're going to work our way down to Wake County and dig into the Raleigh market numbers as well, and then give you some additional things on the back end that we're always paying attention to try and get a temperature of the market. So first with the triangle, we start with new listings that have gone on the market for the month of March. In 2019, the number was 4,781 for the entire month. March of 2020, 4,793. So a plus 0.3% increase. It's minor, and we're going to take it and run with it because that's still a good number. Our closing number in terms of how many homes have we closed in March of 2019, we were at 3,435. March of 2020, 3,648 homes. That's a 6.2% increase. Good, strong gain in that area. And then the median sales price, right? So this is a good indicator of whether homes are still appreciating, if buyers are still able to pay for those prices, if appraisers agree that the numbers or the sale prices are where they should be. We saw that increase. Again, it increased 6.3%. So 270,000 in 2019. Fast forward to this year, 287,000 was the median sale price for the whole triangle. And then months of supply. This is an interesting number to keep an eye on. It means how much do we have to sell? How many months until we run out of inventory, say if we don't list another home or no one in the entire triangle decides to put their home on the market? We saw a pretty significant drop here, and we anticipate April being a little bit more gnarly than this number. So we saw a 20% drop in terms of people putting their home on the market. Now, this is good news for home sellers because we already didn't have that much inventory, right? So we had 2.5 months of inventory for the whole triangle in 2019. Now we have 2 months total. So we dropped about a half a month of inventory overall. And all that does is create even more of an inventory pinch. So while our buyers are still out there looking, there may not be as many homes on the market at this time. We anticipate that in continuing. We'll talk more about what we see happening in the future in a little bit. All right, so let's dig down into Wake County. What happened in Wake County pretty much mirrored the overall effect of the triangle. We did see new listings drop 2.8%, so 2,459 in 2019, 2,390 new listings on the market in 2020. Closings, strong gain in that area. We had 1,747 total closed homes in the Wake County market in 2019, 2020. We saw a 7% gain. It went up to 1,870 homes closed. Median sales price, again, this is a very interesting indicator, and we saw a strong gain here again. So that trickle down effect from the triangle numbers happened here. 310,000 in 2019, and that accelerated to $334,000 for a median sales price for a gain of 7.9%. That's impressive. Nothing to be mad about there. And we don't even want to talk about the inventory number here because it's just getting ridiculous. 2.2 months in 2019, 1.9 months in 2020. It's just going to keep on dropping too. So we're not anticipating a major bump in that area. It's a 13.6% drop. Now let's dig into Raleigh real quick. Raleigh, new listings on the market, 1,035 in 2019, 1,041 in 2020. Again, that's a win. We're going to take it as a 0.6% increase. Again, mirroring our overall triangle numbers. Closed numbers of units, 753 last year, 803 in 2020, 6.6% gain. Median sales price. Again, we're seeing a very strong correlation here, a strong pop in this number across all the segments of our market. And it was 275,000 in 2019. Fast forward to 2020, up 305,000. So for a 10.9% gain year over year. Month of supply down 15.8%, 1.9 to 1.6 months of inventory. So we dropped 0.3 months of inventory. And again, this is just a number of months before we sell out of the inventory. Typically, a healthy market is around 4 to 6 months is what we would call a balanced market. Beyond 6 months, we call it a buyer's market because there's more homes for sale than there are buyers. Right now, we've been pretty much pacing every single week. We're looking at numbers and we're at a 1-for-1. For every home we list, we sell one. So it's pretty much a 1-to-1 gain right now. So the good news in all this, right? So what's the good news out of all this? So when we look at the year-to-date numbers overall, and we just pulled the triangle on this to make it simple, and we looked at new listings and closed. So new listings year-to-date, we're at 12,831 new listings year to date. Compare that to last year through the first quarter, we had 12,306. So we had a 4.3% increase, even though for much of March, there was volatility in the stock market. We had half the month where Wake County was closed down, and then the whole state followed that order. And then the closed number of units, 2019 was a very strong year overall in terms of closed units for the real estate market. 8,089 homes closed. Fast forward to this year through the first part of the year, 9,113 homes closed year to date. That's a 12.7 increase year over year. So again, we're still seeing the strong real estate numbers that we expect to see. And overall, we're not super concerned about the real estate market. We do expect a little bit of a drag, right? We're expecting a little bit just because not as many people are putting their homes on the market right now. That being said, we are seeing a very narrow window of opportunity that you could really optimize your chances to sell your home and purchase a home if that's what you want to do this year. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. Original list price to sale price. You guys know we're big on this percentage and we keep an eye on it consistently. So in June of 2018, we kind of saw this number peak at 99.1%. And what that means, that whatever you originally list your home for, whatever price that is, what's your sale price percentage? Are you getting 99%, 100% over that number, below that number? So it's a good barometer of one, the pricing of the market, and then two, how quickly are homes selling? Because the longer your home sits on the market, typically you get less money for that original list price. So we always keep an eye on this number, and it's down to 98.3%. And this is important for three big reasons going forward. So 3 big reasons going forward. Number one, pricing your home will become more challenging and important, right? It's going to be super important going forward to make sure you're pricing your home correctly so that you are selling it in the quickest amount of time for the most amount of money. Because if you misprice your home in a good market, you can cheat, right? You can get away with it. You can misprice a home and it'll still sell. You can overprice your home, and when the inventory is super constricted, you can get away with it. If there's this flood of inventory, which we think there may be in the next several months, and you're amongst competition, you can't overprice your home. So pricing it becomes a paramount issue and a challenge for a lot of people as we see this number continue to drop. Second big thing, marketing and showing of your home has changed. I think we can all agree at this point that whenever we get back to normal, it will be a new normal. And that includes how you market your home and how your home gets showed and viewed. Having someone who knows how to do this at a very high level will become super important for your business, making sure that you're presented in the best possible manner digitally. And again, we talk a lot about this when we talk about how we help people sell their homes and what we see as most important things. We've done a bunch of videos on it. If you haven't seen them, go look at them. We really break down the 3 key things when it comes to marketing your home between the digital, the traditional, and the social methods that we use. And if you have any questions on that, we're happy to tell you all about it, give you some more information on it. And the third key thing is being ahead of the curve matters. Seeing ahead of the market matters, and something we're doing on this. So for all of our subscribers of our newsletter, the monthly rundown, we'll have some special episodes going out for you guys. We're going to start doing a predictive of the market for you so that you can kind of see what we're seeing come around the pike. And it's really helping a lot of our clients right now price their homes ahead of the market, get their homes ready ahead of the market, timing of the market. We're helping them really pick out the sweet spot that we see going forward. So they'll have access to those special reports. So if you don't subscribe, you should sign up. We'll put a link down below. And then also how you can prepare for the future market. And just to give you an idea of what we think the future of the market's going to look like, we really look at one key thing that you hear a lot of people talk about is showings of homes. So foot traffic through homes is a really key indicator that a lot of data analysts and real estate markets look at to determine how strong is consumer demand for housing. So typically for our market in the month of March, we see a very strong lead into the spring market. So spring market for us is pretty strong. March is a really good first indicator of that, with April being the strongest month for showings, and it just builds up throughout the rest of the summer with a gradual decline starting in August as school gets back in, and then it levels out through the rest of the year. And that's kind of the roller coaster for showings that we're on. So when we looked at showings for March, there were only 56,000 total showings for the entire triangle market. It sounds like a big number. It's actually a 15% drop month over month, right? So 15% drop from February to March, but year over year was a 22.3% drop year over year. Now, that's one thing that's changing. Here's the other thing is web traffic went up 20 to 30%. Web traffic went up 20 to 30% on all the major portals. On a lot of the real estate, people are browsing more. People are looking at different plans, different houses, maybe new construction. They're on their screens a lot more. So digitally, we're seeing that shift in consumer behavior, where before they may have gone out and looked at homes. Now they're looking at the homes that have the best technology presenting that home. So let us help you with that if you have any questions on it. So going forward, be ahead of the curve, don't be behind the curve in what's coming. We're gonna break down what we see as advantages to home sellers. We're gonna give you our tactical report and tips and strategies on how to prepare yourself for the new market that's coming, right? There is gonna be a new normal in real estate on how you present your home, on how you sell your home, the whole process of things. And we've been doing heavy technology-led real estate for the past 5 years, right? We've been capitalizing on this for a while now, so we're pretty good at it. So we're happy to walk you through our process, happy to show you everything we do. We can do it from the comfort of your home or wherever you're at. Any questions you guys may have, let us know. But this is your March 2020 update. Again, subscribe to the newsletter if you haven't, so you can see the other videos where we go much more in depth on what we see coming for the rest of this year and beyond in the real estate market. Again, been helping clients buy and sell homes in the triangle market for over 30 years, over 2,500 homes sold, families helped. So we're happy to answer any questions you guys may have, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.